Lauren Woodson, Graham and Ann Smith here, wishing you a wonderful 80th. Is that even possible? An 80th birthday, and all the best to you and Joni and all of your wonderful family on this super occasion. I would like to start out with a musical recognition of this day, particularly noting our joint love of the brass instrument. Now, this is going to be a bit embarrassing and humbling because my grasp of the instrument it has loosened quite a bit from my days at La Cañada Junior High School, where I played in the band and have only sporadically played since. But recognizing that and asking you to cut me a bit of slack, here is a best birthday wish to you. All the best on your 80th.
So Lauren, I was in the class 2 years behind with your tall, dark, handsome little brother, Craig, who I well remember. And I was actually only at Muir 2 years because then my parents moved the minute my brother and you went off to college. And that is actually how I met Graham. He came into my life as my brother's roommate at Harvard. And sadly, my family left La Cañada, which I loved and adored, we all did, and moved to Downey. So I spent my last 2 years, a year and a half actually, at Downey Senior High School. So I did not actually graduate from Muir, but I do have wonderful memories. Among them definitely was watching you strut your stuff on the football field at half times at John Muir High School. It was awesome.
And I've always been so in awe of your creative and outgoing personality. It's amazing to me to even think about being in such a prominent role as the drum major of the band. It's just incredible. You are a creative extrovert. And you also enjoy performing, acting, and later on actually writing scripts as well as other fiction. Here are a couple of pictures of you in some John Muir drama productions, including Harvey. Sure looks like you were having a lot of fun. I think the love of performing, role-playing, acting took hold of you pretty early. And this shot tells me how really good you must have been still are on the trombone, being a part of a elite high school pep and jazz performance band. I know how good they were, and so I know how good you were and are. So after high school, our paths diverged pretty widely. You went to Pomona, UCLA, and I went to Harvard. But then we found ourselves back together, or together, as together as we had ever had been, and the fall of 1963 at USC Medical School. And we then went through 4 years of exhausting, demanding, often tedious, often very stressful training, education. And what made it livable, but performers and actors and characters like you and other class wits who were able to bring some parody and even at times some ridicule to the absurdities of our style of life. I mean, heaven knows there were plenty of bizarre characters in that plot, including our own classmates as well as faculty, not to mention patients and the whole mix. And so it was delightful to parody and gore that experience from time to time, which kept our spirits up and lifted us out of our our dark moods. And a couple of illustrations of you to illustrate this a bit from the medical school yearbook. One shown here is you in an acting mode, perhaps as Dr. Hardy in General Hospital, with our classmates in tow on rounds. In this shot here, you're undergoing a radical role change from the sophisticated Beverly Hills psychoanalyst to a young military recruit with the assistance of Howard Sharman giving you a buzz cut, thereby depriving you of all of your fancy manners. So it was fun, even though it was a lot of work. And afterwards, once again, our paths diverged as I went east for training.
So we really have enjoyed all of your Christmas cards over the years and think there is really nothing better than old, lifelong friends. No emphasis intended on old. But we have treasured your friendship from afar and would love to have you come and visit us in Durango. We love Colorado and would love to see you here. Joni and I could talk each other's ears off about many topics concerning art, I'm sure. And you and Graham, of course, could go on and on visiting with each other. We would love that. So happy birthday, Lauren Woodson. Very proud of you and happy to be your friends.
Yes, Lauren, I just wanted to add how fascinated and proud I am of the career you've had, where you've brought together the experience and insights of psychiatry and psychoanalysis and all that brings, together with a rich imagination giving birth to some wonderful fiction. By the way, I have just started reading Far Stones and intend to finish it fairly soon. It certainly is a wonderful plot, and it touches on an interest that I've had recently, which is Texas history. We did live in Texas for 24 years. Let me just shut this phone off. So yes, indeed. Happy 80th birthday. And we're wishing you many more. We realize you have some health problems, but you have some wonderful doctors, and you're a strong man. So, again, we wish we could be there to toast you on a life well lived. And I certainly hope that we can actually meet in person sometime in the future. Bye-bye for now.